Bankruptcy law in UAE. Financial and cash flow difficulties can be encountered by many organizations due to financial and non-financial reasons. But how could the UAE bankruptcy law of 2016 and its amendments resolve such difficulties and help debtors in achieving a valid solution? In this video of Ismail Hajar Auditing of Accounts, IHAA, we will explain how the bankruptcy law works. How can the law help the debtors in continuing their business and restructuring their financial obligations? We will also explain how can the law be used to liquidate the assets of the bankrupted debtors in order to settle their creditors. But before we proceed, we will explain the meaning of bankruptcy and financial difficulties terminologies. Financial difficulties are the situations where a debtor becomes no longer able to pay his owed debts for a period of more than 30 consecutive business days, or the company arrival to what is known as indebtedness condition. That is a situation in which it appears that the debtor's funds will not at any time cover his outstanding obligations. Having said that, despite the legal obligation that the debtor must request restructuring of his debts or bankruptcy and liquidate his business, otherwise the debtor will bear many effects in the event of his default in this duty. However, in case of emergency financial crises, the law relieved the debtor of this obligation provided that the cause of this suspension is a direct result of the emergency financial crisis. In addition, the debtor can request to restructure his debts or for bankruptcy and liquidation during the emergency financial crisis. The law also permits any creditor to submit an application for bankruptcy his debtor. However, if the debtor's financial situation resulted from the emergency financial crises, then the court may postpone the entertainment of accepting any application filed by the creditor until the emergency circumstances are over. The recent amended articles of the law provide many advantages to resolve the financial difficulties during the emergency circumstances. The law allows the debtor to obtain new finance despite his difficult financial situation affected by the crisis. The debtor can also obtain the new finance by pledge of any non-pledged properties. The law, in general, provides the debtor with two options to resolve his financial difficulties: restructuring of the outstanding debts, or announcing the bankruptcy and liquidating the business. But how can IHAA help debtors who are encountering financial difficulties? IHAA has great experience in the bankruptcy and financial restructuring procedures and can assist both the debtors and creditors in assessing the options, negotiations and implementing a financial restructuring, or initiating bankruptcy procedures and liquidate the business. IHAA provides the following services: court appointing financial restructuring and bankruptcy expert, advisory on the debtor's financial position, assisting the debtor in restructuring the outstanding debts, assisting creditors in initiating the bankruptcy procedures against their debtor. For more information, contact us or visit our website www.hajarauditing.com.